Hey YouTube! All month long I've been talking about anorexia recovery, and I've been sharing lots of just information and tips, tricks, and tools to help you fight in your recovery from anorexia. One of the biggest steps you can take in your recovery is asking for help. And I wish it were as easy as just saying that, I need some help. So today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about how you can get help, why you should get help, and some things to consider as you begin the process of getting help and getting unfucked from this eating disorder. Hey y'all, I'm Dr. Stephanie Way with the Recovery Academy, and every week I bring you tips, tricks, and tools to fight some recovery ass. All month long I've been talking about anorexia recovery, and today specifically I'm talking about how you can get help. Getting help is the number one most important, hugest, biggest, monumental step you can take to recover from anorexia. Anorexia is a disease. It's a very serious disease. In fact, it's the most deadly mental health condition. So it's not a disease that you want to play around or fuck around with. It's pretty dangerous and it can get really bad if you don't get help. It's a disease, but it is 100% treatable. It is possible to recover, and you don't have to suffer. You don't have to suffer forever. You certainly can recover and you certainly can get better, but you're not gonna do it alone. It's a really tough disease and it takes a lot of support, and it takes a team of people to help you progress and move forward and get well. But it's not so easy to just go get help. Asking for help is really, really, really scary. Even just admitting or acknowledging that you have a problem is really, really scary. But one of the reasons that it is so hard to ask for help is because your anorexia is attacking all of you. It's attacking you mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, financially, relationally, professionally. It's screwing up all these areas of your life and trying to convince you that it's just because you're a terrible, bad person. But that's not true. That's one of the lies that the eating disorder tries to tell you. And so you feel scared, you feel anxious, you feel confused, you feel lost, and you feel stuck because you feel like you need to believe that eating disorder voice in your head. The good news is you don't have to, and the good news is that you can learn how to recover, or how to challenge that voice, and how to start feeling better in all those areas of your life. So what's the first thing you can do? Admit that maybe you have a problem. Your eating disorder voice is going to tell you you're not sick enough. That is just another lie. If you are uncomfortable, if you feel not okay, if you're scared around gaining weight, if you're scared about food, if food is keeping you from doing things that you want to do, then you have a problem and it's okay to get help. So find your most trusted loved one. Sit them down and say, hey, I need your help. I think I have a problem. I'm worried I may have an eating disorder and I want to get some help. Will you help me? Just repeat those words back to that person. You can use my words. I don't care. Write it down if you need to, and read it to a person. Write it down on a piece of paper. Send them an email. Send them a text message. Whatever you can do to communicate this to a loved one is okay. Now, I understand that may feel super, super, super scary, and maybe you don't have that kind of support in your life. It is possible, and I've certainly talked to lots of people who just feel like no one in their life really gets it or understands what's going on with them. That's okay. You still can ask for help, and you still deserve to get help. So go right now to Google and Google Psychology Today, put in your zip code, and then look for a therapist who works with eating disorders. Call them if you feel comfortable, but I understand this is really scary, and asking for help is one of the hardest things you may do. So it feels really, really high anxiety right now. So if you feel more comfortable, email that person. A lot of the therapists on Psychology Today have the option to email them. Email them, and it's okay to say, hey, I'm really struggling. I think I have this issue. I want to know if you can help me. As a therapist, let me tell you, those emails are not a bother to us. It is not a burden. We want to help people. We want to help you. And you finding us on Psychology Today is exactly what we want. We want you to see our listing, and we want you to reach out to us, and then we want to be able to help you. From that moment, there's not much else you need to do. Let the therapist take it from there. They will get you scheduled, and then a lot of times, depending on how that therapist works, they'll either do a consult call with you where they talk to you for a few minutes, you get to know them, you get to feel a little more comfortable that, hey, they do know how to help me, I kind of like this person, I'm gonna go to this appointment. Some therapists don't do consult calls, and that's okay. You show up for your first session, there's usually paperwork to complete. And in that first session, that therapist is going to talk to you about how they work. Think of it as kind of like a getting to know you, kind of like an interview, where that therapist is going to tell you about them and how they work in the therapy room, how they want to see therapy go, and then they're going to listen to you, and they're going to hear what's going on with you, and from there be able to come up with a plan to help you. All you have to do is show up. All you have to do is answer the questions honestly as you can. We understand as therapists that it takes time to get to know us and to take time to share. So it's okay if you don't spill the beans in the first session. That's okay. We want to help, and we will be patient in waiting for you to feel comfortable to share what you need to share. And from there, your therapist will tell you how often and what therapy looks like and how you can do this therapy thing. But it's that, let the therapist take it from asking for help. That's all you need to do, is take that one step, reach out to a therapist, have your loved one reach out to a therapist for you if you feel comfortable talking to them, and let them help you from there. It is not selfish to ask for help. It is okay to be struggling, and it's okay to get help. Getting help is a beautiful, beautiful thing that you can do for yourself, even though it feels really scary and it feels really hard. Even though it's really hard, it's okay at the same time. So today I want to encourage you to take the biggest, best step you can in your recovery and reach out for help. You deserve help, and it's okay. And if you're fighting this disease on your own, it's going to be really hard, but there's a lot of help out there to help you get unstuck and get well. In fact, check out the links below. I have lots of resources to help you get going. I have the Psychology Today link on there for you to just go ahead and find a therapist in your area. While you're here, if you found this useful or helpful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. New videos come every single week. On Mondays, you get a coaching video like this, and on Thursdays, you get a quick therapy tip. And if you comment or email and reach out to help for me, you are not bothering me. You are not a burden to me. I want to hear from you. So please comment and reach out with your questions, concerns, or issues. So take that step, ask for help. You deserve it. That's all I got for y'all today. I'll see y'all next time. Bye.